some recording. All right, let's start our second hour. I think we're going to go a full 3 hours instead of 3.5 and 4. We got a late start, and we kind of like to keep these videos plus or minus about an hour in length. Just a real convenient break point. So yeah, I think that's true that sadly the Cranberries lead singer is no longer with us. And I just remember reading, I think it was like a
This is a recent thing?
last 6 months. I think it was suicide. I think it was like depression.
Oh, it says, oh my gosh, died by drowning due to alcohol intoxication.
Oof.
At an inquest at Westminster Coroner's Court.
Uncomfortable.
That's awful.
Ouch.
Submerged in the bath in her room. Dang. She was 46.
Much too young.
Way too young. It's like, that's how old my mommy is.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right. Ava, let's see. What would be a good roll? Let me look up and down your newly repaired sheet. Now you've got a persuasion at a D4, and that's great. God, it has to be a repair. It has to be a repair roll.
Repair.
Success. Yes, we'll say that you picked up like an old carpenter's plane. It's got the like little wooden knob that you hold, and then part of the metal handle behind it, and you sort of just scrape it forward. And there's an adjustable, angled, like razor blade, like a chisel blade. And yeah, you go to work on that. You take it apart, you clean the portions that are rusted, you get it down to a brilliant, gleaming metallic surface again. You tighten up. The handle was loose, and yeah, nice work. And maybe I'll Sam. Sam.
There he is.
Yeah. Come here. Let me bring my doggy up. Come here. Come here. Oh, he's a big boy. Oh, he's a big boy.
Beautiful.
Hello, little doggo.
So, Shep and Sophia. Paul sort of walks over and beckons you to follow. He says, "This is one of my newest purchases. Got this one for $2,500. It looks like if you've ever seen like a standing drill press that you would have in a wood shop, or a band saw where the saw blade is like a big loop. It's large. It's about 6 foot tall. Most of the inner workings, the gearworks and the wheels, are contained within and accessed by like a hinged panel. But most of the inner workings are sort of concealed from your view. But this doesn't look like a drill press, and this doesn't look like a bandsaw." He says, "This is called the Little Giant. This thing was made in 1918. He says, "I got it for a steal. And I just repaired it. I'd like to put it to use if there's something that you would like me to try it on."
Yes.
It's a trip hammer. It's got a wheel with a peg in it. And much like the way that locomotive wheels spin, he says when it's powered, that wheel cranks, and because of the position of the pin, it's connected to this arm that raises and lowers this like striking pallet that pounds. And you can see kind of like how your teeth would come together when you chomp. It bangs down on this surface that opposes it. And he says, "Yeah, this Little Giant supposed to be a 25-pound force, but I made a few modifications. I think I got it up to just a shade over 30. And I've been meaning to try it out." He's like, "This is for forging. It's like I can get my metal white hot and then put it here, and the striking surface will basically do the same as a hammer wielded by someone working a forge. Comes down with, a good consistent amount of pressure every time. And she's a beaut, isn't she? You're looking at this thing. It looks like at one time it had red paint on it. It's mostly worn off. It's rusted in places. It's not much to look at, but obviously, it's oiled and it's had some work done to it. Maybe some of the screw heads and bolt heads are new. And it's like, so what was it you were planning on pounding there, Miss Sophia, if you don't mind me asking?
A metal plate. It's in the truck. I can run out and grab it. We can test this out right now. How does that sound?
Well, I'll fire her up.
Yeah, I'm going to run out the barn.
And he looks at, Chef, do you still have the safety goggles on from your foray out to the pumpkin device, the catapult?
Sure.
All right. He's like, we'll make sure that your friend has a pair on as well while I fire this thing up. So it goes over, he wheels the small generator from the other side of the barn over, fires it up, connects it. There's like a wheel and pulley system, and he starts up the generator, starts on the second yank, and it fires up, and he looks like there's a pedal at the base that he steps on, and it's a nice metallic sound. He just strikes it once, two, maybe three times, just to make sure that everything's firing and there's no unusual squeals or something like that. And I guess, Ava, you see Sophia coming out and pulling something out of the bed of the truck. It's not hard to imagine what it might be. And you hear metal striking metal. It sounds like you would imagine a forge might sound like, with a blacksmith striking a piece of metal with a stout hammer. Sounds are emanating.
I'll drop the stuff that I was fixing, and I'll go right over to her and be like, "Hey, so what happened? What'd you find out? What's going on?"
We have the perfect thing to wreck these plates. We're gonna destroy them. It's gonna be great. Do you want to come and see?
Well, that depends. Is he still over there?
Yeah, he has to. I don't know how to use this stuff, so he has to do the thing. So maybe if you don't look at him and instead just stare at the equipment, or maybe I'll stand in front of him, or just look at Shep. Stare at Shep.
Stare at Shep.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan. I'll just stay behind you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys go in, and sure enough, he's got he gestures Ava with a nod to the basket that is like the side door of the barn, and there's a basket with safety goggles in it, and he turns around and sort of gestures at the basket.
Will they fit over her massive square glasses?
Yes, they should. They should.
Perfect.
And in fact, none of you three are probably going to get too awful close to this. It's very loud, and he fires it up, and as he sort of presses the pedal down, it's like tink, 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 tink. And then he puts it in like idle. He throttles it back, goes over, picks up a pair of like tongs, and he says, "So, what about these plates?"
They need to die. What else did you want to know about them?
He looks at you.
They need to die.
He looks at you, wondering if you're making like a machinist pun, like a tool pun with the word die, like die casting. But then he realizes that you're not, and he just he's got an apron on, he's got goggles, and he's wearing like a face shield. He's got some stout gloves, well-worn leather gloves, and he'll clasp the tongs and maybe grab one of those discs, one of those hubcap-sized discs from the Quiet Village restaurant. Goes over to the little giant, puts it under the striking plate, so probably it'll strike like one quadrant of it, and goes to work. He presses on that pedal, and he's exuberant. The three of you just get this sense that he just loves showing off his creations, and he's exceedingly proud of purchasing this old 1918 circa Little Giant 25-pound trip hammer and coaxing it up to a little bit over 30. And he presses on that floor pedal at the base, and this thing just goes to work. And in a matter of 15, perhaps 20 strokes, it has demolished this metal disc. It's just demolished it into just a flaky, brittle substance, which, although he's not going to risk putting his hand in there, he pulls out what little bit of it is left that was held in place by the tongs, like a little strip of it, and it looks like one could, with a glove, just grab it and just crumble it to a fine filament, dusty particulate of metal shards. He's like, smiles, nods, and said, "Y'all said there was 2, right?"
Yeah, and I hand him the second one. Are you like, would you be into doing this like 20 more times?
Maybe more.
He shrugs and says, "Little Giant's up to it."
Cool.
He turns around and again, 15, 20 strikes of the striking head of this trip hammer onto that flat metal surface just demolishes the second plate. He carefully, turns it off, disconnects it, turns off the generator, disconnects it all, wheels the generator away, and then he sets to work with a dustpan and broom to pick up the filings, which are kind of on and around it. By now, he's probably got his goggles still on, just in case an errant little filament of metal, like a little shard, might flip up. But he folds the face mask up, and he's cleaning up. What do you think? Not too shabby. Worth every penny.
That was awesome. Definitely worth it.
Well, what she said.
He notices that you're kind of shy, Ava, so he says, "Oh, by the way, I'm Paul. It's nice to meet you." And then he turns back around, so he's not like looking at you eye to eye, hoping to make you a little bit more comfortable. And he sort of, puts, he had brought like a small pail over to put the shavings in, and he takes those and he dumps them into a larger size garbage can, trying to keep his back to you as much as he can. And then he sort of just like takes off the gloves and slaps them a couple times. And it's like, "So what else can we wreck? Need anything else destroyed?"
Trees. But no. Not now.
Trees.
He goes, "Shep, I noticed when you were pulling up that truck, your timing chain is just a little bit off. It'll probably last, as it is, a while. But if you ever got some free time, stop on by. We'll pop open the hood and take it apart and see if we can't adjust it, tighten it up a little bit. It sounds like it's slipping every crank 1 or 2 times."
That sounds good. Maybe you can help fix our roommate Erica's truck. Her truck has issues too.
It's a disaster.
Yeah, have her swinging on by.
We will.
It's a disaster. She just has a lot of tickets.
Sure, no problem. And you all hop in the truck, minus 2 evil metal plates, and it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock now. What would you like to do?
It's 4 to 5 in
It's
the
not
afternoon.
late.
It's getting to be on around 4:45ish.
I wonder now that we know about where we can take the plates to get them destroyed, if we should go and see if we can find out more about this Jimmy person.
Did I not have to pay for that mace?
Oh, did you want the mace?
Do you need money for a mace?
Wait, no. Well, not the mace. Well, I'm gonna need money for something eventually. I do want to come back here and get something. Not the mace exactly.
Yeah.
But
How much would it have cost to have him silver a softball bat?
He couldn't do that. There's a
we'd
place in
have to go
town.
somewhere in town.
No.
Guy's name is
Send
like.
somewhere else for silvering.
Guy's name is
Or
like.
whatever he's supposed to do. I can't remember exactly
Yeah.
what.
To
He
put
makes
silver.
medieval replicas.
Yeah.
Ah,
I think there's
well,
a
he
guy.
said he could hide them as everyday stuff.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, that.
That's true.
I want to come back here for that.
Sure.
I don't have anything that counts as a weapon. This tiny woman has nothing on her person.
Sure. Come up with a design, and he'd be able to probably put it together. He seems to be well versed in that sort of thing.
Do you want to borrow my pepper spray
You have pepper spray.
and a stun gun?
And we were worried about Erica.
What? Oh, this is like standard every day. You
God.
walk out of the house with it.
Okay, so Ava has to appear in
No,
court, right?
Texas.
She's at the place where they're like, okay, empty all your pockets, and we're gonna put it through the metal detector. And she's like there for 5 minutes, taking all this stuff out. Oh, she
Yeah,
probably put the
I'm nowhere near
and there's
that.
this. Oh, I got this knife in my boot. Puts that down. And oh yeah, there's
oh my
this.
God.
And oh, my switchblade, and oh, pepper spray. Oh, my stun gun. Yeah, I should probably put the taser in there too. Oh,
Don't forget to check her hair.
brass knuckles,
Yeah, right?
the 2 long pins in her hair.
Gosh darn it. Poor Ava. All Ava has in her bag is her, like, chunky laptop, a Game Boy, a Tamagotchi pet, a cell phone, and that nice juicy peach.
Oh yes, that peach,
and some money.
in about a day, that peach is going to be right for
That's
the
it.
eating.
I also have a knife and a wooden stake for some reason. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness gracious! You're
That's what I
prepared
found.
for everything.
That's what I found in my inventory when I went through that file.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh! Well, if she's offering a
Yeah.
pepper spray or a stun gun, sure, she'll take a pepper spray.
Awesome.
Drop
Why
a pepper
not?
spray into your inventory.
Okay.
Yay!
So-
Pepper spray. Because she doesn't have anything at all. Oh, weapons.
So, Shep, where would you like to pilot this fine late model truck?
Oh, no. Sophia won't let anybody drive but Sophia. So
I have bad experiences in Erica's car. I don't trust anyone driving but me.
Does that mean Ava's in the middle?
I
Yeah.
am in the middle.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sitting smack dab in between these two on her probably little big old gray Game Boy or Tamagotchi pet.
Okay. So, Sophia, where would you like to pilot Shep's truck?
Would you guys want the ravens to outreach to other homes? Like back to the trailer park? Or
Well, if all of these trailers have these weird plaques on them, and the person who's putting them up is still there, we should probably get to the source of where the plaques are coming from before we go visit more. And then maybe our outreach program can go and outreach to all of the trailers so that we can clear them of their plaques.
Kind of like a dentist does. Scrapes away the plaques.
Get to the root of the problem and then scrape away all of the plaque. So, but is it getting too late though? What time is it?
well, it was 4:30, right? 4 o'clock.
Oh.
It's a few minutes before
Okay.
5.
Do you think we should go after dark when people are gone or sleeping?
Check his office.
Yeah, when nobody's there. Maybe to see if he really has some weird, crooked ways to him.
Yeah, check it out.
Okay, because Mir sent me a text and he said that the chili smells really good, and I don't
Oh,
trust him
you
to
want?
eat it all by himself.
So go back to our door and
Okay.
eat chili and come. Okay, I like that plan.
You know, we can relax for a little while, eat some dinner,
Okay.
and then come back.
All
Right.
right. Driving home.
Okay. You pull up and
Back to my Legend of Zelda.
Erica's truck is there. You give it a wide berth as you walk into your off-campus apartment. Hot chili odor just assaults your nostrils as you walk in. It smells great. It's just like a cloud of pleasant, chili smell wafts out the door.
Yes.
The doors open, screen doors closed. Erica's snoring on the couch. She's sprawled out. You've told her not to sleep with her boots up on the furniture, but her boots are up on the furniture. She's wearing chaps. Her cowboy hat is over her, low over her face, hiding the keeping the light out. And it looks like she's made the table. She's got all the fixings kind of all arrayed. So all you'd have to do is like dish out the chili. Looks like she's doesn't look like cheddar cheese. Looks like she's been experimenting with like a white colored cheese, probably provolone, maybe provolone, maybe mozzarella. It's hard to say. Nice little ramekin full of chopped jalapenos. Um, Looks like she's got some saltine crackers, kind of ground up in a bowl with a spoon to sort of put on the top. And some cold drinks, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you walk into your place. Rocco comes out.
Yes. How is Mir? Is he doing okay?
He's probably sleeping in his. It looks like, judging from the dirty dishes in the refrigerator, right? Although it is college life, get out of washing them by put them someplace where they're right out of sight. But yeah, in the sink, it looks like Mir's already helped himself to a healthy serving. That's right. Oh yeah, I was going to put some chili in there in that bowl and put it in the refrigerator. I put the bowl in the refrigerator. Yeah, I forgot to put the chili in it. Oh, my bad. Did you wash it? But yeah, all the fixings are there, and Rocco is looking at you, and he's looking up at the big pot of chili. And he's looks up at it, looks at you, looks up at
What's up, food? No one fed Rocco yet. Gotta give this boy some chili.
Is that safe?
He's got some dog food in his bowl. He's got some hard food.
A spoonful of chili. It's not gonna. He might get a little gassy. It's okay.
Chili on the kibble.
Yeah, he's just going to be in there with Mir, so.
I'm sure Mir can handle a little bit of doggy gas. It's fine.
Yeah, one of you's going to have to be around if this dog gets the poops in the middle of the night. Mir's he's still post-op. He's hobbling around, but he's not the guy you want to leap up out of bed and try to hoof it to the door to let his dog out.